Picture this. You have a good trade setup and eventually the market moves in your favor. If your broker charges high spreads, it can cause you to close the trade with little profit or even a loss because the spread has eaten into your profit. But then, what are these spreads? How are they calculated? And why are low spreads important? By the end of this video, these questions will all be answered and you will ultimately get to know the 5 best brokers with low spreads in the Forex market. First of all, what are these spreads? Spreads are the differences between the bid price, which is the price that buyers are willing to pay for an asset, and the ask price, which is the price that sellers are willing to receive for that particular asset. It is a fee you pay to your broker every single time you enter a trade, whether or not you realize this. And these spreads are mostly quoted in pips. A pip, which stands for percentage in points, is the smallest price movement of an asset. For assets like the Euro USD pair, 1 pip equals 0.0001, which is simply the 4th digit after the decimal. Now, how do we calculate these spreads? To calculate these spreads for pairs like Euro USD pair, not all the pairs by the way, you have to take 2 simple steps. The first is to subtract the bid price from the ask price. Then the second is to multiply the difference gotten from subtracting the bid price from the ask price by the value of the lot size you're trading with. Let's take a quick example. If we're trading the Euro USD pair with bid price as 1.0500 and the ask price as 1.0505, then the spread will be 5 pips. Now, if you're trading standard lot whose value for 1 pip is $10, then we have to multiply that $10 by the 5 pips, which will give us $50. So you see that immediately you enter that trade, even before the market moves either in your favor or against your favor, you are already paying your broker $50. This is on the basis that the account you're trading with or the broker charges only spreads and no commission or extra fees. Most brokers offer different account types that offer varying spreads. Accounts like the standard account, you get to be charged wider spreads but with no separate commission. While accounts like the raw account, you get to be charged tighter spreads but with a separate commission charge. Sometimes these commission-free standard accounts actually cost more than when you're trading with the raw account, but this does not apply in all cases. You can clearly see that low spreads are important because they reduce your cost per trade, which means that you have an increased chance for profitability because the lower the spread, the less you get to pay and the more profit you get to make. Now, one thing you need to have in mind is that when volatility is high, like during a press release or during market opening hours, spread seems to widen. You can see spreads moving from, let's say, 0.6 pips to as high as 5 pips in just milliseconds. Now, for the best brokers with low spreads in the Forex market, we did not just choose any broker. We made sure that the brokers we chose are regulated by top-tier regulators and they have responsive customer support just in case you need help with your account, with risk management tools and a plethora of educational resources to scale up your learning. Since you now understand the basics of spreads and why low spreads are important, let's review the brokers on our list, starting with Tickmill, which is a Forex and CFD broker that has been in operation for over 10 years. For trustworthiness, Tickmill is multi-regulated, holding licenses from top-tier regulators like the FCA and SISEC. Now, apart from these top-tier regulations, make sure that these brokers are regulated in your region. And if they are not regulated in your region, but they operate in your region, ensure you understand how the regulatory framework under which they operate in your region covers you as their client. For MetaTrader lovers, you can trade with Tickmill either on the MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 platforms, where you can engage in automated trading with their expert advisors, VPS services and algorithmic trading alongside other tools that may be convenient for you. And if you prefer to trade futures and options, then you will have to trade with their CQG platform. You may need to check out their tradable instruments to know if they offer the pairs that you prefer trading with, because Tickmill happens to be the broker with the lowest number of tradable instruments on our list. But these instruments include Forex, commodities, stock indices, stocks and ETFs, bonds, futures, and options. If you will be trading Forex and CFDs with the MetaTrader platforms, then you may need to choose between their classic account and draw account with minimum deposit of 100 units of your account-based currency. You will be charged spreads from 1.6 pips on the classic account and 0.0 pips on the raw account, with commission from $3 per lot per side on Forex and precious metals. And while you will be charged swap fees, both accounts have the swap-free options. If you love trading futures, then your minimum deposit will be $1,000 and you will be charged a ticket fee. Also, depending on the CQG platform type you wish to trade futures with, there are platform fees attached to them. And if you choose not to use your Tickmill account for 1 year, Tickmill will charge you an inactivity fee of £10. Then, if you make deposits from $5,000 and above or its equivalent all at once through bank wire, you will be exempted from deposit fees and they will cover your transaction fees up to $100 or your account currency's equivalent. But you will not be charged any transfer fees while depositing or withdrawing. And if you make deposits in currencies they do not accept payment in, you will be charged currency conversion fees by your service provider. If you do not want to make transactions via bank transfer, you can use card payment or e-wallet depending on what payment method is available in your region. But you can only withdraw a minimum of 25 units of your base currency. In summary, Tickmill has top-tier regulation which shows that it is secure. It has competitive pricing, particularly on its raw account, which offers spreads as low as 0.0 pips on major currency pairs and commission from $3. They have two account types with the MetaTrader platforms and the CQG platforms for future trades, but they offer a relatively limited number of tradable instruments and their minimum deposit is quite high. We proceed to CMC Markets, which is a spread betting and CFD broker that has been in operation for over 35 years with regulation from top-tier regulators like the FCA, CIRO, ASIC, and others. Then you can choose from their wide array of over 12,000 tradable instruments, which is made up of indices, Forex, commodities, shares and ETFs, shares baskets, rates, and bonds, which can be traded either on their FX active account, CFD trading account, or the spread betting account that is for UK traders only. But you can get a spread discount of 5% to 40% and earn interest on your account when you trade with their Alpha account, which is for their premium members who meet certain criteria. If you choose to trade with their FX active account, you will be trading with spreads from 0 pips on major Forex pairs with commission from $2.50, but on the CFD trading account, you will only be charged spreads that are lower than Tickmill's classic account spreads, which is from 0.5 pips on major Forex pairs with 0 commission. And this applies to the spread betting account, which is free from capital gains tax. But you will be charged additional spreads for your spread bets. When your positions are kept open overnight, an overnight holding cost applies. And when you roll over forward positions to the next contract, a rollover fee applies. As an important risk management tool, there are guaranteed stop loss orders which protect your trades from adverse losses in times of high volatility, comes with its own charges. Then you need to subscribe monthly to trade or see the market data of certain shares CFD. But there are additional fees attached to US shares when you spread bets. If there is no trading activity on your account for 12 months, an account inactivity fee of £10 or your account currency's equivalent applies. UK clients are not charged for their deposits, but currency conversion fees is applied for trading in an instrument that is in a currency different from your account currency. CMC Markets have their proprietary web and mobile app platform. Then you can also trade with them on TradingView and MetaTrader 4, but not on MetaTrader 5. But to spread bets with them, you can only do that on their proprietary platform, and the FX active account can only function on their proprietary platforms and the MetaTrader 4 platform. Funding and withdrawals can be made via card payments, e-wallet, and bank transfer, and your minimum first-time deposit should be £250 or its equivalent. Let's look at CMC Markets in summary. CMC Markets has top-tier regulations with tight spreads from 0.0 pips on their raw account and from 0.5 pips on the CFD trading account. Their market coverage is high with over 12,000 assets, having only the MetaTrader 4, TradingView, and their proprietary platforms without the MetaTrader 5 platform, with a first-time minimum deposit of £250, which is high. Let's talk about Pepperstone, which has been operating since 2010 as a CFD and spread betting broker. It is covered by multiple regulators, not to forget that of top-tier regulators like the ASIC, SISEC, FCA, and the rest. They have the Razor account, standard account, and the spread betting account for UK traders, and all accounts have a minimum deposit of £10 or its equivalent. While spread starts from 0.0 pips on the Razor account on major pairs, commission from £2.25 or its equivalent are charged per standard lot per side, and spread on the standard account starts from 0.4 pips, with only a 0.1% commission charge per side on UK share CFDs, with overnight fees on only forward contracts on the spread betting account, and overnight fees are charged on other accounts. But on Pepperstone, you will not be charged inactivity fees. You can trade over 2,700 tradable instruments comprising of Forex, indices, commodities, shares, ETFs, and forwards. Funding and withdrawals can be made via card payments, e-wallets, and bank transfer. Their trading platforms are more versatile when compared with other brokers. You can trade with MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, TradingView, CTrader, and their flagship Pepperstone platforms. Let's quickly brush through Pepperstone's features. They have multi-jurisdictional regulation, including top-tier regulations, with industry-leading spreads from 0 pips on the Razor account and 0.4 pips on the standard account. And then commission charge starts from £2.25 on the Razor account, and no extra fees, thereby minimizing your trading costs, with a variety of platforms for different trading styles. Over 2,700 assets are on their platforms with very low minimum deposit of £10. And if you are a social and copy trader, Pepperstone have user-friendly platforms. Now to the next broker, which is AvaTrade. In 2006, AvaTrade was established and it is regulated by 9 regulators, which involves SISEC and ASIC. One difference between AvaTrade and the 3 brokers we've earlier talked about in this video is that AvaTrade offers only one account type for retailers. Their spreads for major Forex pairs can go as low as 0.6 pips, and they have the Islamic account option that has 5 days swap-free trading experience. But you will be charged swap fee or overnight premium, and then inactivity fees or administration fees for leaving your account without trading activity for 12 months. Apart from AvaTrade's proprietary web trading and mobile app platforms, they also have MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, Ava Options platforms for options trading, and Ava Social and DupliTrade platforms for social and copy trading. If you are to trade with AvaTrade, you will be trading certain instruments like Forex, indices, commodities, cryptocurrencies, stocks, ETFs, Forex options, and bonds. Credit cards, wire transfer, and e-payments are all the available means of making deposits and withdrawals via AvaTrade. And the minimum deposit required to trade on AvaTrade is 100 units of your base currency. Let's take a quick look at AvaTrade's features. AvaTrade has top-tier regulations from the ASIC and SISEC, but not the FCA, so it is not a good option for UK traders. You can trade with AvaTrade on multiple platforms, including the MetaTrader platforms. Their assets coverage can be said to be over 900, and you can engage in copy trading with AvaTrade. Plus, their spread starts from 0.6 pips without any raw spreads, since they have only one account type. Their minimum deposit is $100, which can be said to be high. The next broker is City Index, which has been in the industry for over 40 years, and it is one of the well-known CFD and spread betting brokers. It holds regulatory licenses from top-tier regulators like CIRO, SISEC, FCA, ASIC, and other regulatory licenses. You can trade with over 13,500 CFD and spread betting instruments on City Index, including Forex, shares, indices, commodities, ETFs, bonds, interest rates, precious metals, and futures. City Index has made available their own proprietary trading app and web trading platforms alongside TradingView and MetaTrader 4. They don't just have a standard account, but they also have a MetaTrader 4 account. Their standard account offers both CFD and spread betting investment opportunities with spreads from 0.8 pips and no commission, while the MetaTrader 4 account has spreads from 0.5 pips and commission on shares. But you cannot trade precious metals on MetaTrader 4. If you hold a position overnight, you will pay overnight financing charges except on futures trades. Also, when you hold a short position on shares, you will be charged borrowing fees. And before your profit or losses are converted into your account-based currency, you will be charged a currency conversion fee. Plus, leaving your account to be inactive for 12 months attracts a £12 fee, and after 3 years of inactivity, your account will be suspended. Then, if you trade Italian indices and equities, you will be charged Italian financial transaction tax. Then for risk management, when your guaranteed stop loss order is triggered, you are charged for that. Deposits and withdrawals can be made through card payment and bank transfer. Now, if you make your deposit through card payment, then your minimum deposit should be 100 units of your account-based currency. But through bank transfer, there is no minimum deposit. Here is a brief of City Index offerings. City Index holds top-tier regulations from FCA, SISEC, ASIC, CIRO, and the rest, having 4 trading platforms without the MetaTrader 5 platform, and over 13,500 CFD and spread betting assets, which are to be traded on 2 accounts. And spread starts from 0.8 pips on the standard account and 0.5 pips on the MetaTrader 4 account, with commission only on shares. No minimum deposit is required except for card payment minimum deposits. I know that choosing a broker with all of these options can be overwhelming, but while you're looking for a broker that has low spreads, also balance it with a well-regulated broker with responsive customer support and a platform that really works for you at the time where you need it. Before you jump into choosing any of these brokers, make sure you test their demo accounts to get a feel of their platform and see how it works, and also see how their spreads perform in different trading sessions, especially in periods of high volatility where spreads can widen significantly. If this breakdown helped you to narrow down on your choices, then hit that like button. It helps us to know what content you find valuable. And if you have further questions or experiences to share with us, do that in the comment section. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, you can do that right now. And you can also visit our website at safeforexbrokers.com, where we have resources that are country specific. But to see resources that are tailored to your country, you need to click on UK right here. Then you can also visit our YouTube channel to view our other videos that may be helpful to you. Until I come your way again, happy trading.